Hey beautiful mama, I'm Emma Deary and this yoga practice is to support you during times of change. I mean, as soon as we become a mother, we encounter so much change. Our children are constantly changing, we are constantly changing and growing. There's so much adapting we have to do and it can feel quite ungrounding, discombobulating, we lose control. So this practice is just to support you during that time, whatever change you're experiencing at the moment, and just ground you back into yourself, ground you back into a safe space and help you move through this transition with a little bit more ease. Okay, so come down onto the ground, onto your mat or wherever you're going to practice and grab something to go underneath your bum. Always bring your hips up just a little bit higher than your knees, just to support your spine a little bit more, help you find a nice aligned spine. You don't have to be cross-legged, you can be sat on your knees as well and just have something underneath you here so you feel supported. However you feel the most comfortable. This practice is for you. You've chosen this, you've acknowledged you need this, so well done. Get comfy. When it feels good, if it feels okay to, close your eyes. And let's just take a big deep breath in through the nose. And then a big sigh out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose. And a big through your mouth. And just take a moment now to observe what's going on inside you. What physical sensations can you feel in your body? How busy does your mind feel? When we are experiencing these transitions, these changes, they often feel like they're really rapid. Like it's happening faster than you can catch up with. We feel out of control. We lose our norm. And although we welcome these changes sometimes it's a really positive thing. I personally love change. I love the spontaneity, the excitement. But it also just destabilizes us a little bit. So we're just going to ground here. Feel the surface of your body that's touching the ground, wherever you're touching the ground, and maybe put your fingertips to the side of you. If you can reach, touch the earth. Just breathing long and slow, in and out through your nose. Or if you want to carry on, just releasing a bit through the mouth. If when you observed your body, it was really kind of whizzing and whirling around and there was tingling sensations in your body, do some more of the breath out through the mouth. Just to let that go. And feel where your fingertips are touching the earth, or your thighs, your feet, your legs, your buttocks. Just know that the earth beneath you is constant. That's your safe place. That's your anchor. As is your breath. So just tune in again now to your breath. And if you're feeling a little more grounded now, having touched the earth, you can bring your hands onto your belly, maybe one hand on your belly and one hand over your heart space. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Just notice your body breathing. Just doing it without you thinking. Your breath is your constant through all this change. Your breath is your anchor home. Just breathing, inhale through the nose. And this time exhale with the mouth closed, but with just a tiniest little gap, as if you're gently blowing a feather away. See if you can elongate that exhale. We're just regulating our nervous systems now, just bringing you back to a place of ease, of balance, of stillness. At the time that I am recording this, My daughter is just about to start school, so we're going through all those changes at the moment, and she's dealing with it how she's dealing with it, quite excitedly. And for me, it's a shift, it's a big change. And yeah, I've been feeling also slightly off, uncertain, the anticipation of what's to come. So in those moments, we just ground ourselves back into this present moment where we're safe. So inhale through the nose. And just a long, slow exhale through the very, very tiny gap in the lips. Know that you are safe. Know that however big or small this change is that you're going through at the moment, or that they're going through, you are safe, you are held, and on the other side, you are safe, you are held, you are loved. Just one more of those breaths. Inhale through the nose. Gently exhaling through a very small gap in the lips. And then just release your hands back down onto your knees and your thighs. And lift your shoulders up to your ears and then roll them back, keeping your eyes closed for a moment, just feeling how your body feels, rolling your shoulders up as you inhale round and back on the exhale. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. And then just drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. Feel a little space in your neck there. If you want to put your hands onto your neck and just massage it, you can. Just feeling your body, it's there. It's still there, you're still here. Inhale to straighten the neck up. Exhale, drop the head over to the other side. And again, maybe use your fingers, massaging into your neck. Feeling it's there, you're here. Feel the tips of your fingers on the surface of your neck. Release the hands, inhale the head back up. When you're ready, just bat your eyelashes open. Welcome back into this space. And I invite you just to look at your hands, look at your arms, your thighs, bring your feet out. Have a little look at your feet, touch them. Just be present with all of your body. Your belly, your back, your bum, your chest, your arms, it's all here. You're safe. Breathe that in, exhale it out. Just tilt your chin up towards the ceiling and maybe stick your tongue out. Surrender to this time right now. Beautiful. And then just coming onto your hands and knees. Move whatever you've got underneath your bum just away to the side. And bring yourself so that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. And just feel the backs, the tops of the feet at the back of you just pushing down into the ground. And take an inhale, and as you exhale, push the fingertips down into the ground. For a moment now, just let your belly, just let it fall like it wants to. Gravity's just pulling it down. Let it be full in all its glory. And then take an inhale, but now look down between your hands. And as you exhale, draw your belly button up in towards your spine and become really consciously aware of your spine. So from the top of your head, all the way down your back and out through your tailbone, feeling that length being supported by the front of your body and the muscles in your back. And tuck the toes underneath you, and you're just going to hover. So you might need to release that breath. Take another one. Same thing, draw up through the belly. And this time, just lift the knees off, just a tiny moment. And again, just become fully aware of your body, aware of how strenuous this is or how easy this is, depending on where you are today, right now. And then release. And then take the knees wide, feet together. Sit back onto your heels and stretch your fingers forward, coming into a child's pose. And this is a wonderful posture when you are feeling caught up in that whirlwind of change, Just getting down onto the ground, really close to the earth. Your heart space is really open. Your base chakra is really open. You're rooted down. You're in full surrender. Because actually, what is this struggle, this anxiety, this thing that we're experiencing when the change feels challenging? It's the mind. It's the thoughts in the mind that are racing, that are saying, oh, it's going to be like this, or what if I don't know the unexpected? It's all the mind. So come back into your body. And then draw your nose in towards your chest, rolling up and coming back so that you bring your knees underneath you again and just tuck the toes. Inhale. And now we're going to chin to chest and roll back, but not sit on the heels. Just push all the way back and then scoop forward, bending the elbows. Nose comes up to the top of the mat and then forward again. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Sit the heels back. Inhale. Down on the earth, down on the ground, safe here in this moment. Inhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, and this time you can go back into your child's pose if that feels safe for your body. Or you can lift your hips up to the sky, send your hips away from your wrists, keep the knees nice and bent, just let the head waggle, nod and shake. And then change from one foot to the other and feel how it feels to switch and to change, but to feel stable and anchored in your center. You can let out a big sigh here. Any of that anxiety that's come with this, just let it go. Oh, I think I've got a cute little baby caterpillar on my mat. I'm just going to shift it. Oh, caterpillar, the symbol of change, right there. What about that? As you metamorphosize into the beautiful butterfly that you are, dear mama. And then straightening the legs if it feels good, otherwise you can stay with these knees nice and bent, just freeing up the head. And then walking the feet nice and bent towards the hands, coming up to about halfway, holding onto your elbows, really bend the knees. And again, just swaying from side to side. The more you bend the knees, the more you'll get some release in your lower back if you need that right now. And you're going to continue the sway as you start to roll up through your spine, holding onto the elbows the whole time until you reach the top. And then you're going to inhale your arms up, holding onto the elbows, and drop the shoulders down. And see if you can check in with your ribs. If they've kind of flared open as you bring your arms up, see if you can close those lower ribs in together, a bit like your hands interlacing at the front. Take an inhale. Twisting around to run one side just from the top of your body. So looking back behind you, opening your chest and your neck and just release your shoulders. Inhale back to center. And then exhale to the other side. And there's no better example of constant change than nature as I turn my head and I can see these southern magnolia flowers opening, and then in front of me there are blackberries growing. Reach your arms up to the sky, bend your knees and come all the way down. And again, bending one leg and then the other, switching from side to side. And this time bending the knees and sweeping the arms up. We're just going to sit back into Utkatasana chair pose. So we're sitting back on our heels. So in this position, imagining the chair's there, but you know that sensation when you go to sit on a chair, is somebody going to pull it away? That feeling, that anticipation, that uncertainty. I invite you now to feel safe that the chair is there. Sink back, turn your palms up towards the sky, baby fingers pointing towards each other, and then inhale up, palms together, little lift up, and exhale, hands to heart. Great. And then just coming round to the front of the mat so that you can see me. We're just going to test our balance and see where we're at. See if we can find our stability in the middle of all this. So take your weight over onto one leg. We're just going to lift the right leg up, just ever so gently, so taking the weight onto the left leg, and instead of kind of sinking into your hip on this side, we're going to really lift up out of it. So these muscles here again are engaging and lifting, finding that full length in your spine that you found on the floor. Palms together and really push the palms to support you, anchoring you here. And just lift the knee. And exhale, tap the foot down. And again, inhale, lift. Well done, tap it down. And if you fall, that's okay. We just stop, we take a breath, we anchor again, and we come back. Inhale. And this time, just lower your gaze and tilt forward slightly, bend the other leg and just push that leg to the back, pushing through your heel very gently. And then inhale, bringing it up, knee to the front. Well done. Exhale, tilting your gaze down forward and beyond, kind of like you're on the edge of a diving board. So look where you want to dive to. Inhale, draw the belly in and bring everything up. One more time. Exhale. Draw everything up. Lower the toes gently and lower the heel. And then just release and just notice the two sides of your body. Circle your hips around in one direction and the other direction. Big inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart. Squeeze those palms together and take the weight over onto that right leg this time. Got a bit of a bumpy grass patch underneath me. So make sure you've got something really stable to help you here, to support you. And when you're ready, lifting up in that side, come onto the toes and lift the knee. Inhale and exhale, lower down. And again, inhale. And exhale, lower down. Well done. And again, inhale. You can carry on just doing that, or you can shift your gaze, bend your supporting knee, push the heel back, taking that leg behind you, just low, doesn't need to come high. And then inhale, scoop everything in and up. Keep pushing those hands together. Exhale, push it back with control, looking forward over the edge of that board. Inhale to come up. One more. Stable yourself if you need to. Hold on to something if you need to. Reining in the support when we need it. And lower down. Notice the two sides of your body come into the center. And again, just circle the hips one way and the other way. Beautiful. And then step back to the top of your mat again. Inhale. So your hip width apart with your feet. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, come all the way, folding forward. Inhale, straighten the legs and draw your hands up the front of your legs to the tops of your thighs, long in your back. Draw your shoulder blades down towards your hips. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold forward. Step back, stepping the right leg back, and then lower the right knee. So you've got your front knee over the top of your front ankle. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, lift the arms up. And exhale, open the elbows so you're in a cactus T. Take another inhale, pushing the back toes down into the ground. You can lower that back foot if it feels a bit more supportive, and then twist towards your front leg, lifting towards the back in that back elbow, and inhale. See how it feels on that side. Exhale. And inhale, and then we're just going to go for change to the other side, opening up. Just notice the difference, notice how it feels. And then reach the arms up, all the way forward. So option here, you can bring this knee down to the ground, lower down onto your belly and come up through a baby cobra. Or you can do all of that starting off in a plank and lowering down to chaturanga, to up dog, or onto your belly to cobra. And then tuck the toes underneath you, send the hips up high, back into downward dog. Big release. And then step the other leg forward, right leg forward, lower the knee down at the back, front knee over front ankle, either toes or flat down on the back of your foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, open, draw the elbows down. Again, close those lower ribs in to support you. Find your anchor in the middle. Inhale, exhale, turn in towards that front leg. So you're coming into a gentle twist, finding your anchor, your balance in the center. As we change at the top, inhale, center, exhale, twist. Really squeezing those inner thighs together, looking over your back shoulder, lifting that elbow. Inhale, center. And again, inhale, exhale, over to the other side. Just notice how it feels here. Try not to let this knee turn in, keeping those thighs squeezing together. Inhale, back to center, reach the arms up and forward. Either take that front knee to join the other knee like I did before, or pick up the back knee onto the toes, come into a plank. Squeeze everything forward, lower down all the way onto the belly, whichever option you did. Little cobra lift. And just turning your head side to side. And release. This time, hands underneath the armpits to push you all the way up and to sit back. Knees together this time. Reaching forward, lift up onto the fingertips to start with. And then swing the hands round behind you. So your palms are up to the sky, releasing in the lower back. You are safe. All is well. These changes are you living. And you living is you growing and expanding and rebirthing yourself and refinding yourself in every moment. And the same goes for your child, your children, all those changes. Gently inhale, roll the chin up, and then swing the legs round, coming onto your side. Bring yourself down onto your side and then over onto your back. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Take some nice little circles. Massage that lower back. Feel yourself held by the earth now. Feel how Mother Earth holds you. Safe down here. And then place your hands on your belly or down on the ground by the side of you and push your heels up to the ceiling. Flexing and stretching the feet, circling the ankles. Just let the blood flow down into the pelvis, up to the brain. This is a really good posture to do in bed in the evenings, with your legs up against the wall. If you're struggling to sleep, if you're struggling to settle your brain. Really good restorative posture. So if you want to prop against a wall now, you can. Otherwise, hug your knees in. If you feel you need a little twist, drop them over to one side. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Exhale. Inhale, head and knees back to center. Drop them over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Let something go here. Let a worry go. Did you ever used to throw coins into a wishing well as a kid? I used to love doing that. It was always for a wish. And now I wonder if you can imagine actually into that well, instead, you're just throwing in the stuff you don't need. Throw in the thoughts that don't help. A releasing well, a letting go well. Bring your knees back into center and then drop your feet down. So you might want to prop something underneath your knees, or maybe you've still got your legs up against the wall, or you can come onto your side or fully extend into Shavasana. Here you are, in your body. All is well. Your body is your route back home. Your breath is your route back into your body. Just scan down again, feel your toes and your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your buttocks, your hips, your pelvis, your womb space, your belly, your back, your ribs, your chest, your shoulders, your neck, all down your arms, your elbows, your wrist. Notice all the way down into each fingertip. Notice the weight of your head on the ground. Soften the space between your eyebrows. And just repeat, I am safe. This change is my growth. I release the fear. I welcome what's on the other side. Just allow that to settle in your body, releasing the fear, welcoming in the new. And just wiggle those fingertips and those toes. Take a nice full body stretch. Let it all go. Hug your knees in and roll over onto one side, and take a little moment here just to pause for gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment? Use your hands to push down onto the ground, bringing yourself up back into your seated position. Here you are. Say it to yourself. Here I am. Here I am. Breathing, being, living, experiencing, feeling. A living, breathing, feeling human being. Perfect just as you are. Just going to bring our palms together at your heart center. Just to really solidify that feeling of being in your body, we're just going to make a vibrational sound with our voices. So you're going to make the sound of Om. Take a deep breath first. Just let it go with a sigh. Next inhale is for the Om. Just follow me, whatever sound comes out from your voice. Just feel those vibrations in your lips, in your throat, in your chest, rippling all the way down. Well done, beautiful mama. Come back to this practice whenever you are feeling discombobulated, destabilized, stuck up in your head. You are safe. All is well. Namaste. I really hope you enjoyed that, mama. Leave me a comment below if you did. Like the video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And if you head over to emmadiri.com, there is a free 5-minute grounding meditation waiting for you to bring you back to calm and balance whenever you need it. See you next time.